What's going on, everybody? It's Jeremy coming to you with another video. Obviously, this is my personal channel, and many people have asked me to do a video on this about building a YouTube channel, how to have a successful YouTube channel, how to maintain one. And let me just get it out of the way. Success on YouTube is all relative. So there will be certain people that view my channel, Geeks and Gamers, a successful channel. And then maybe there's somebody with 1 million subs that doesn't. I mean, it's all relative. You know what I mean? When I didn't have over 1,000 subs, I viewed a channel with 10,000 subs successful. I'm like, how the hell do you get 10,000 subs? How the hell is that even possible? I couldn't even fathom how possible that was. So it's all relative. So if you're watching this video and you go, oh, you don't have a successful YouTube channel, then eat a dick. I don't care. I'm here to answer the questions that I get from a lot of people. And I'll give you some of the things that I've done up to this point. Maybe what I've done for you, or maybe what I've done will work for you. Maybe what I've done won't work for you, but at least it'll give you some insight as to how I've done things. Now, Geeks and Gamers is representative of my website, of my brand, of my company. So I spent years and years trying to develop the brand of Geeks and Gamers. We've been through many different iterations, and some things worked, some things didn't work, but you learn through trial and error. And it's been a really interesting ride for the last several years, you know, building this brand and learning everything. So for a while with this channel, I would try a really buttoned up approach, you know, kind of paint by the numbers, movie reviews, game reviews, yada, yada, yada. I mean, if you go back to, like, this is video game playlist. Give me a minute. I'm trying to fucking look. So, yeah, I mean, if you go back to, like, Mario Odyssey review, okay? It's a very, very kind of standard review.
Than the beleaguered Wii U. So,
like an IGN.
Does Mario's arrival on the Switch bode well for old Jumpman?
So, I mean, there's a lot of different ways that we kind of went about things to try to develop and build the channel. But at the end of the day, none of it worked. It kept us at a really kind of, we were just dead in the water at like 800, 900 views, and it just would not develop, it would not build. And so I kind of decided I was just going to take things into my own hands and just do what I wanted and not worry about what people say, because there's always going to be critics. There's always going to be people that are going to bitch. So I just decided, screw it, I'm just going to do it. And you've all heard me say this story 1,000 times. So I started doing videos about what I was passionate about. And at that point in time, it was The Last Jedi. I was going through the struggles of being a fan of Star Wars and coming to the realization that I hated The Last Jedi. And you kind of all watched it unfold for me over the course of videos. And I started getting a lot of good numbers. I remember the first time I got like 1,000 views in a day. And it was like the greatest thing that's ever happened to me. I was blown away. Because at that point, 100 views was amazing to me over the course of a week. If I got 100 views after a week on a video, I'm like, holy shit, we're making it, you know? So I remember the first time I got 1,000 views in a day, it blew me away. And so I started looking and going, all right, and then it was 2,000, then 5,000, then 10,000. And I was like, well, if people want this, then let me continue making these types of videos, because this is clearly what people want to see. And then I started messing around with certain keywords. Kathleen Kennedy was gold there for a while. Anytime I'd put Kathleen Kennedy's name in a title, it was absolute gold. I remember that was the first time I ever had a video hit 10,000 views in the first hour, which blew me away. And it was a Kathleen Kennedy video. And then that next day I would upload some generic video and it would get like 800 views. And I'm like, where's the 10,000 people that wanted to hear what I have to say? Where are they at? You know, and I'd put something else up there and it'd get 1,000 views, 1,500 views. Where's those 10,000 people? They were so into what I had to say when I was talking about Kathleen Kennedy and The Last Jedi and Star Wars. Where are they at now? And I just started learning, like, okay, it's not really about it's not like YouTube's only going to notify certain things to certain people, certain topics to certain people. You know, recommended videos is a gold mine for a lot of channels. It's a lifeline for mine. At least it was in the process of growing. And when you get into recommended videos, that's when you're talking about current topics and trending topics. Now, again, this is all from my perspective. So if I upload a video titled Kathleen Kennedy is the worst leader ever for Star Wars or whatever, not now, but back when those topics were really hot, I mean, those videos would just fly, you know, 8, 10, 12,000 views in the first hour. Why is that? Well, that's because a lot of people were searching for that content, and a lot of people were making that content. And my channel started ranking high for those topics because I got a couple of really good videos on those topics. So then YouTube sees that my channel is a really good topic for that. People are interested in what I have to say about that particular topic. So YouTube is going to push that into recommended videos on all of these other bigger channels, and I'm going to pick up traffic from all of those. And then those people, if they like my content, they're going to subscribe. So it's going to be like that. And honestly, like, here we are, and this is me talking back, you know, early 2018. You know what I mean? When I was still at like 10,000, 15,000 subs, 20, and I'm just still trying to figure it out. But a lot of that rings true to this day still. So for instance, like, okay, these are my most recent uploads, okay? The Game of Thrones documentary, a very hot topic. I believe that video is at 30,000 real-time views because we have different analytics on the back end. This video has almost 30,000 views. The Kit Harington checks into rehab. This Galaxy's Edge, which is a very relevant topic right now. People are searching about it. People are talking about it. It's trending on social media a lot. That's got almost 40,000 views right now. Game of Thrones documentary, 30,000 views. You know, SJW. SJW is a keyword for your algorithm. Then this Nintendo video that I posted, it's got a whopping 1.9 thousand views after almost 2 hours. You know, why? Like, hey, where's the 30,000 people that's been watching all of these? Where are they at? Where are they at? Oh, it's not about where are they at. It's about the fact that that's just not a hot button topic right now for my channel. My channel doesn't rank high for video game content because I don't talk about a lot of video games, and when I do, they don't get a lot of views. We talked about Call of Duty yesterday. I believe that was yesterday, 2 days ago, and it got 10,000 views. Well, Call of Duty is a huge topic, right? That should be getting trending. Well, it is a good topic, but not for this channel. And that's just because we don't rank very high for it at this particular point in time. You go on to, like, everybody's like, why do you make so many Brie Larson videos, Jeremy? Because Brie Larson videos are a gold mine. And she gives us, the media or her gives us something to talk about every day. You go back a couple of weeks ago, Game of Thrones. Look at that, 108,000 views. The Batwoman was gold, 122,000 views. Batwoman, 120. This powerful Disney executive takes a stand against SJW politics, 111,000 views. 83,000 views, Game of Thrones, 111. Then you go back. Game of Thrones, 305 for the finale. But why did that? I got 49,000 views in the first hour on this video. 49,000 views in the first hour. That's a record for me. Why? Well, because the Game of Thrones finale just ended. It was a hot topic. Everybody's talking about it on social media. Therefore, that video ranks higher in the search results to algorithm and the recommended videos. I mean, these Game of Thrones videos were just absolute gold. The Batwoman reaction, I put that out immediately after that, and everybody was talking about it, so I got 343,000 views. Game of Thrones, 189,000 views. Game of Thrones, 352,000 views. Game of Thrones, 277,000 views. You know, here's a Nintendo video with 7.8 thousand views. Well, where's those 400,000 people that want to watch my Game of Thrones stuff? Well, they're not going to see these videos because YouTube's not going to show them. So whenever I hear people complain and whine and go, you don't do enough video game reviews, it's not that nobody knows I put them out. Nobody knows that I put video game content out because nobody's searching for it and we don't rank high enough for it. Mario Kart Tour video, 5,000 views a month ago. All right, I can get 5,000 views in the first 20 minutes if I put a trending topic up. So you got to look for, again, it's all about what type of channel you want to build. What type of channel do you want to build? Do you want to build a channel that's going to get traction, get relevance? Everybody asks me about, like, well, you're just a clickbait channel. I just tell them to suck my balls because at the end of the day, I'm trying to build a company. and I listen to what the algorithm tells me. I listen to what the trending topics are, because this channel is a means to an end for my bigger goal, which is building my company, my brand, my website, and all of the other subdivisions we have of Geeks and Gamers. We have so many moving parts, so many. And the more money I make from this channel, the more I can donate to charity, the more I can push along projects and fund different projects. And if you don't understand the level I'm playing on, then that's up to you, and that's fine. You can continue to call me a clickbait channel. I really don't care. I'm not here to please everybody. I'm here to do what I think I need to do to build my company and build my brand. And I'm going to follow the tools that YouTube has put in place and what the internet is asking for. And I will be unapologetic about that. I don't give a damn what you think. If you have constructive criticism, that's fine. I will listen all day. But if you're just going to sit there and lay on me stupid things because you can't process the level of business that I am on, that's perfectly fine. I will just continue to laugh at you and dismiss you and probably be a sarcastic asshole when I respond to you. And then you will cry about it and you will whine. Now, I understand that my platform has gotten bigger. People are watching everything I say with a microscope now, and I completely get that. And I'm learning as I go that I have to be super aware of every word that comes out of my mouth. Now, also, clickbait thumbnails are essential. You gotta give an interesting thumbnail. So, like, let's look at my highest viewed videos up to this point. Okay, these are my most popular videos right here. My most popular video is this Jeremy Renner and Brie Larson, where Jeremy Renner's looking off to the side and says, they don't pay me enough for this shit. And then Brie Larson, that was a big hot button topic, and obviously that's got 1.5 million views. The other one, Brie Larson giving a goofy look, you know, the lies of Brie Larson, the most unlikable person on the internet. Game of Thrones actors admit season 8 is garbage. It's got Kit Harington and Emilia Clarke with PewDiePie doing the oopsie. The Last Jedi is really bad. That actually thumbnail didn't look like that. It was just George Lucas laughing. We added the font and the outline after the fact. Ryan Johnson, I don't feel so good with the Thanos fade. It is Ma'am, Kathleen Kennedy. That's a good topic right there. Game of Thrones, where you've got Sansa and you got Arya with their mouth open because they're like, holy crap, really? Make Star Wars great again. Me face palming about a Batwoman trailer. You got to come up with something that's going to make people click on the video. And I can't tell you what that is. That's something you've got to use your own creativity for, and that's going to have to be something that works for you. So it really just comes down to a lot of different variables, and you've got to just find out how the process works. Now, again, you can either just develop your channel how you want, and you can either not worry about views, or you can sit there and you can obsess over views. It really just depends on what your goal is here. And now, I mean, I'm at a place now where I'm starting to experiment with different ways about my channel and what I want to do. But at the end of the day, I still follow the algorithm. I follow the search results. I follow trending topics. If you're looking to build your channel, I would definitely go to what's trending on YouTube, or I'm sorry, what's trending on Twitter. Whatever topics within whatever field you are in, whether that's movies, video games, sports, whatever. So, like, for instance, I have Sports Wars, okay? And we're working on Sports Wars right now. Actually, let me open up another tab right here. Let me go to ESPN. All right, so ESPN. So here's what I would do. Now, I have Sports Wars, okay? Videos. Now, let's go to Sports Wars really quick. Okay, so I'm trying really hard right now with my team, and we're trying to develop Sports Wars, okay? So what do I do with Sports Wars? Well, right now, we've got 2,600 subscribers, and we're getting about anywhere from 2 to 5 to 600 views per video. Nothing great. The channel's not monetized. We're just trying to work. We're trying to work on trying to understand things. But what I do, and what I will continue to be doing, is go to ESPN, okay? Now, ESPN has 5.1 million subs. Look at these views on these videos. 3,000 views after 47 minutes. 2,500 views after 2 hours. 25,000 views after 3 hours. 45,000 views after 3 hours. 60,000 views. 80,000 views after 4 hours. Right, these are not a lot of views considering how many subs they have, all right? Then you put The Kawhi hype has got to chill. There's no contest between him and Michael Jordan. 125,000 views. Giannis is the most overrated player in basketball. 126,000 views. Those are big topics that are going to trend a little more. All right, then let's go back to this stuff right here. The Rob Pelinka stuff with the Lakers and Magic Johnson, 731,000 views. All right? But just a few hours prior, you got this one about the number 15 project, RJ Hampton, 110,000 views. The Lakers are the Kardashians of the NBA. I'm shocked that didn't get more views. It's got 69,000 views, but Jay Williams is pretty damn boring. Stephen A. If that had Stephen A. in the thumbnail, that would have got a lot more. But the point is, these trending topics matter. Relevant topics matter. So this is what I'll be doing is I'll be going over here to ESPN. I will be seeing what topics are trending the most, what topics are people most interested in, and then I will go and I'll cover them on Sports Wars. But I'm still learning the process with Sports Wars. Plus, there's some other sports channels that I'm following, so I can kind of, see what their template is like and see what they're covering and what their views are like on those particular topics. So it's all just, it's a lot of moving parts. A lot. I also utilize Social Blade a lot. So I go to Social Blade, and obviously we got the Geeks and Gamers, Social Blade here. And, we're doing fine. We're doing really good. My goal right now is to kind of be with that 150, 200,000 views a day. We're averaging almost 300,000 views. That will drop off because we got that Game of Thrones boom. So that will drop off, but I'm hoping to maintain around 150,000 views per day, and that'll be good enough to get us a few hundred new subs every day, and that's good. There'll be another boom that comes at some point, and we will latch onto that if we have any interest in it. So I always like to go to channels like Nerdrotic, because Nerdrotic is killing it right now. All right, so I've been, and it's the Game of Thrones boom with Nerdrotic. So look at Nerdrotic. He's averaging almost 1,100 subs a day, 160,000 views. He's killing it right now. Like Nerdrotic is killing it, as is Anna, that Star Wars girl. So you go to her channel. And, she's closing in on 100,000 views just like Nerdrotic. So what I'll do is I will look at their stats on their channel, first of all. That's what I'll do. I'll look at their stats and go, okay, so what are they doing? And Anna's at 337,000 views. She's gained 10,000 views in the last month. She's up 103%. Her views are up 29%. And she's closing in on 100,000 views. So once I see her channel, okay, well, her numbers are up here. Her numbers are up here. So then what I would do is I would go over to her or Nerdrotic's channel. And I would go, okay, well, where's Nerdrotic? So I would go to Nerdrotic's channel. I would click on his channel. And I would just look and see, okay, so he's been focusing on Kit Harington, on Game of Thrones, Star Trek Discovery, Stan Lee. Just kind of go through the list. I see that he has consistency on his thumbnails, so that's clearly working very well for him. And if there's any of these topics that I can, feel that I can bring any valid opinion to, then I would dive into some of these topics based on the views that he's getting. And I have been covering Game of Thrones. We can go over to Anna's channel, and we look and we see what has she been covering. Go to videos. So the one thing that stands out to me about Anna's channel when I'm looking at it is the consistency in the thumbnails. All right, so that's one thing that she and Nerdrotic are doing that I don't do. You go to my channel, thumbnails are every fucking where. All types of thumbnails, everywhere. Now, I have had very good luck with my thumbnails because I put funny, whimsical things on there, almost like meme style. Anna has got more of a professional style, and obviously it works great for Anna. So you really have to find out what works best for you. Nerdrotic is doing the same thing, a consistency in thumbnails, and these things are really working for her. And so I would say, if you can't really feel that you have the meme aspect of it, get the consistency aspect of it, professional aspect, and this looks really good. And this is why her channel is doing so great. So ultimately, what it comes down to is this. There's a lot of different variables that comes into this. If you really want to dig your teeth into it, you can follow the trending topics. You can follow trending topics on Twitter, on YouTube, and you really just got to dig in and do your research on a lot of other channels and see what's trending in the reference of the topics that you're wanting to cover. And, like one thing I'm doing a lot of now is like, we do hit the haymakers, the big topics, but it also allows us, to, like right now, okay, let me go back to Geeks and Gamers. All right, here. So we go back to Geeks and Gamers. Okay, now right now, all right, last 30 days, 8.7 million views for Geeks and Gamers. We actually got up to 10.7 million views. That's insane. And that was only a few days ago. And then, you know, it's dropping off a little bit. 17,000 new subs, up 72% from last month. Our Social Blade ranking is at 12,000. That's almost the highest it's ever been. Insanity. All right. So when we get these types of numbers, then it allows me to go, okay, well, look, you know what? That's going to give me some room to kind of hit some lesser known topics that I'm interested in that I know aren't going to get the big numbers for the algorithm, but at least it's going to help, you know, get the channel a little more content and a little more diversity and variety. So ultimately, you got to follow the trends. You got to get your thumbnail down, whether you want to make that professional like Anna and like Nerdrotic, or if you want to go the whole meme style like me. I have thought about, as you've seen right here, I have thought about kind of moving over into more of a professional style, which is kind of that thumbnail right there and some other that we kind of retroactively did. And I'm still thinking about going in that route, but we'll just see. You know, it's all going to be just me getting that gut feeling as to how I'm going to go about that. So hopefully this helps you out. If you have more questions, obviously hit me up in the comments below. Again, am I a successful YouTube channel? I don't know. It's all relative. It's all kind of how you view that. I think in most cases, most people would consider Geeks and Gamers at least a somewhat successful YouTube channel. And then we'll see. But anyway, if you have more questions, I'll try my best to help. I want to see everybody's channel grow, whether you don't like me, whether you do like me, whether you hate me, whatever. It doesn't matter, man. I like to see people successful. I like to see people be able to realize their dreams and everything like that. It's been a fantastic few years for me with Geeks and Gamers. It's allowed me to do so many things, and I appreciate the support that all of you have given me, all the passion and everything. So anyway, just let me know if you got any more questions. You guys have a great day. Thank you for checking out this video, and we will talk to you later.